In the corner of a quiet cafe on Bellevue Street, there's a man who never leaves. Same chair, same table, every single day. He's been there for years. People say he's been waiting, but no one really knows what for. A rainy cityscape. The cafe glows warm and quiet against the grayness. Inside, a man in his 40s sits alone at a table by the window. His coat is old. His eyes are tired. His notebook is open, but the pages are empty. People made up stories. He's a genius waiting for his big idea. He missed his chance and never recovered. He's lazy but too proud to admit he failed. The staff stopped asking. He always paid, always polite, but always stuck. Cafe is alive with soft chatter. Customers steal glances at the man. Whispered conversations. A server refills his cup without asking. He gives a small nod but never meets their eyes. Then one day Mira walked in. A 23-year-old aspiring journalist, chasing real stories, not fairy tales. When she saw him, she saw her opportunity. Mira, mind if I sit here? Man, without looking. You won't get much. Mira, then let me decide that. Mira, young, curious, determined, places a small voice recorder on the table. The man's eyes finally shift toward her. He studies her for a moment, then nods once. It took 5 minutes of silence before he spoke. And when he did, his voice cracked, not from age but from years of not using it.
I had dreams once, big ones. I told myself I'd chase them. Just not today. I was tired, busy, not in the mood. Then one day I blinked, and 10 years had passed.
Younger version of the man, full of life, sits at a desk excited, then distracted. He chooses sleep over writing, TV over opportunity. Tomorrow, he says each time. Time-lapse of a calendar flipping pages as he slowly fades.
Laziness isn't just lying on the couch. It's telling yourself you'll start tomorrow until tomorrow forgets you exist. I kept waiting for the perfect mood, the perfect moment. It never came.
The man sits by the window watching people succeed, change, evolve. He remains frozen in time. An old friend walks past the cafe, now successful. He looks at the man, but doesn't wave. Mira, so why don't you leave? Try again. Man, quietly. Because I don't know who I am without the waiting. Mira, then maybe you should start finding out. She didn't say anything after that. She just left him a copy of her notebook. On the first page she wrote, "You're not done unless you decide you are." The next morning Mira returned to the cafe. The chair was empty. The man was gone. All that remained was a note, left beneath the same coffee cup. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Before you become me. The man who waited. Mira holds the note in her hands. She smiles. Outside, the sun begins to break through the gray sky. Mira wrote his story. Spread like wildfire. Soon, people around the world began leaving sticky notes in cafes, libraries, bedrooms. Start today. You are not him. Dreams rot when you let them sit too long. Montage of people all over the world reading these notes, then making brave choices. Starting businesses. Returning to art. Apologizing. Starting again. Laziness doesn't scream, it whispers. Tells you there's time. It tells you not now. But one day, not now becomes never. The man who waited wasn't evil. He just stopped moving. Don't let that be your story. If this story stirred something in you, do one thing today that you've been putting off. And if you believe stories like this can change lives, like, share and subscribe to Tale Heaven. Because every story could be your wake-up call.